Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Mindwound here for episode 3 of Reign of Terror, the excellent, so far excellent, I'm sure it will continue to be excellent, Grim Dawn mod that recreates Diablo 2. We're a level 10 sorceress called Dog Aminal, and it's been a couple of days, you'll have to forgive me. You don't have to forgive me, you can choose to forgive me if you like. We were on our way to, that was it, Andariel's lair. In the monastery catacombs. We must find the lair of Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, in the monastery catacombs beneath what's left of the cathedral and the inner cloister. She stands between you and the road's freedom, and between you and your pursuit of the Dark Wanderer. Still kind of lacking in motivation to go and infiltrate what apparently is the lair of a powerful demon. We kind of just rocked up here, but sure, let's go for it. You're lucky I didn't have anything planned today. Only a brave adventurer could read the end of this dialogue option. Okay, well we can't travel east anyway. So what were we doing? The monastery catacombs between what's left of the cathedral in the inner cloister. So I guess we're going to the rogue encampment waypoint. In the Black Marsh? That seems right. This is one of those games where I think you got to pay attention to what's going on. Because otherwise the quest log is not going to be a huge amount of help maybe. So that was the tower we explored last time. That was a side quest, which rewarded us with a devotion point. I want to check we spent it. We did not. So we're going to grab the final node of Scholar's Light for extra elemental damage, mana regen, not nothing, and magic resistance. Grab ourselves 5 Eldritch power total, which may in the future unlock more devotions for us. Again, I'm not super. I've never got super far into Grim Dawn, so I know that there are like huge, complicated builds for these. Of course, there are. It's modern gaming. Everything's min-maxed, but we're just gonna be figuring out as we go. It's gonna be interesting and organic, different, unique. L'Oreal. Is it up here? There's something up here, like a watchtower maybe, or a like a watchtower, or watchtower 2, the watching. Nope, this is a dungeon. This is the Grim Dawn trapdoor entrance to a dungeon, but we can't go there. What's here? What's here? There's an eye icon. This is the entrance to. What's it the entrance to? What's it the entrance to? I can't go in. Is this expansion content? Do I have to pay like 3 keys or something to get a free puzzle box to unlock the entrance to a ruin that holds the code for the entrance to this cave? No, to the whole level 1. How did you get on my Tinder profile? Where I had it a second ago. There we go. There we go. Shit. I'm being attacked by the vile archers. Alright. We're in the whole level 1. I love how little effort they put into their names in this game. At least at this point. I get it. It's meant to be generic. Like this place could exist in our world. I've been to some stony fields. I've lived very near Dartmoor in my time. A lot of stony fields about. But the only wildlife you tend to find are ponies and angry farmers, not carver shamans. These guys just live in a fucking hole. Yeah, I'd be pissed off too. I'm just worried about where they're getting all that ammunition and their weapons training, man. Pretty skilled for people who live in hole level 1, I'll tell you that much. I'm assuming that we'll find some treasure here at the end of hole level 2. Hopefully. If not, hey, we're leveling up a little bit. Fire and burn damage? I mean, yeah, I'll take it. I am doing fire and or burn damage. I think it's just fire, actually. We may get some damage over time later on. I meant to check this, actually. This is just increased radius, increased damage, increased damage. This is Meteor, which gives it a skill recharge. Maybe it's a separate skill? I think it's a separate skill, right? Grim Dawn doesn't necessarily do things this way, but clearly Diablo 2 did or does. We'll look at this later on. We will have burn damage at some point. I will become a crit dot build if it's the last thing I do, and it might be. Misshapen, sure. Nothing on mine, I'll tell you that much. Where are we heading to? That's what I like to... Or whole level 2, presumably. No spoilers, please, in the comments. Gonna go out on a limb, say it's whole level 2. I'm murdering the shit out of these guys, but they are probably gonna kill me at some point. I'm fairly squishy right now. Doing far more damage than I really need to with my fireball here. But we are a little over-leveled, I suppose. Not very. Any stat points to put in? Nope. We seem to be ascending somehow. This was just like a standalone cave in the middle of a hillside, but we are ascending into a different plane of existence. We're somehow far above where we were before, when we were outside. Maybe cave level 1 does not exist in our kind of Euclidean dimensional understanding. Alright. Presumably whole level 2 exists, but it has eluded me for now. I think I'm giving up on whole level 2. We're gonna head back. We're gonna grab ourselves Andariel's lair in the monastery catacombs. Oh, we haven't been this way? More healing potions, I'll take them. Shrine, a resist fire shrine? Buddy, these guys are going to kick themselves for not activating that before I did. We could do with exploring level, I think. We're nearly level 11. I think I'm going to pump the mastery bar a little bit. We're already doing quite a bit of damage. It's whole level 2. It's whole level 2, he's done it. What was that? It's real dark? No, I hit a key on my keyboard that apparently makes things dark for no reason. What? That's very strange. What is that? I don't know. I probably ruined the recording now. All right. What was I saying? We're gonna grab the mastery bar when we've got a spare second here. Put 3 points in that straight up. We're already doing quite a bit of damage. What we need is survivability, and you get that through the mastery bar, no matter what your class. Just need a spare freaking second to do it, you know? There is a level 12 magical goblin. It's a treasure goblin. It's a treasure goblin. We have to kill it. We have to kill it, dude! Where's Fiona? Fiona, get in here! I'm missing it constantly because I'm lower level than it, but I am whittling it down. I need to kill this treasure goblin. What madness would it be? What ill fate would befall us if we did not kill the first treasure goblin we found? We did not kill the first treasure goblin we found. That's going to do it for this. I'm joking. However, we did find a glorious chest and a metal strongbox. Dynamite. Sure, Mystic Combat Pants. Everything I wear is Mystic Combat Pants. I'm going to keep the movement speed over the intelligence. Maybe that's wrong. For legal reasons, this is water. No, it's not illegal to drink alcohol. I'm 30 years old. Still get asked for ID, though. Only when I'm wearing a mask. So, Diablo 2 is, or maybe it's Reign of Terror, is doing this thing again where it's not showing me where the exit to whole level 1 is. It's here. Man, if I'm wandering along the Black Marsh one day and I find the entrance to somewhere called whole level 1, I ain't touching it, man. But you know what's past whole level 1? It's whole level 2. We've made this joke. It's tickled me. I'm aware I'm probably the only one. Hey, what up? It's your boy Mindwound. Accidentally hit stop recording instead of mute. Hey! It's all good. It just means I'm gonna have to, like, download some editing software and knit those two clips together. Or, it's tough being a full-time professional YouTuber, I'll tell you, man. Oh dear, I was just literally just ranting about whole level 1 and it just got out. Oh dear. Boomers, man, we cannot operate technology. Which, to be honest, is the exact self-deprecating joke that actual boomers made all the time I was growing up, so hey, maybe it's less ironic than I'm portraying it, you know? Let's drop the blueprint to the Guardsman's breastplate. Hightail it out of here. We got what we came for. Andariel yet roams these worlds. This world. But we have the Guardsman's breastplate. Well, we don't have the Guardsman's breastplate. We have the plans for it, though. We could make one. We are a mage, though. Probably not going to be too useful. What's up here? This seems like it might be a monastery. Come on. You know, I've played RuneScape in my time. Perhaps a little more than I'd like to admit. Oh, we can allocate our skills here. Save me from this tangent. We're looking for like a magical weapon of some description, or ring would be nice. Or really any gear would be great. Remember that Fire Blast does actually use some of our weapon damage. So we really want to like a high damage weapon if we can. It doesn't really matter about the DPS, just the damage stat, I think. What's down here? Is this whole level 1? It's pit level 1. Okay. Do you want to check out pit level 1? I mean, you can't stop me. You can stop watching. You can't stop me checking out pit level 1. We're going to kill Banehawk the Mad, which is an insane thing to call yourself, but we're kind of used to that by this point. Oh shit, that's ether damage. Is it ether damage? Was it ether damage in Diablo 2? Looks like ether damage. I don't know what damage types there were in Diablo 2. Chaos damage? Don't know. Physical damage? Could be physical damage. Seemed like a strong bet. We did attribute. Oh, and increase our strength attribute. Storming through level 11 here. I don't mind saying it. One button gameplay, enjoy it while it lasts. No, I'd rather have the poison and acid resistance, I think, than the health regen. Resistances are always very important in ARPGs. Don't have any reason to think Diablo 2 is going to be different. Cynically, kind of metagaming-wise, this is in the Grim Dawn engine, so I kind of feel like there's unavoidably going to be some balancing issues because of that. Like maybe resistances are just kind of innately more powerful than they were in Diablo 2. I don't know. I'm just kind of going on a limb, off on a tangent. But yeah, I'm going to assume that resistances are as important as they were in Grim Dawn. I mean, that's a +9 defense, if only that meant anything. I'm gonna kill. I read that as Minton. It's minion. Who's he a minion of? Who's he a minion of? We have to read his name before we kill him. Red Growler the Hungry. I can't make a joke about that. This is a PG channel. It's not, by the way. Shrewd restored hat. Why, yes, I'd restored this hat myself. Yes, it is rather shrewd. Now you mention it, I wouldn't have said that myself. Certainly would have called it that myself. That would be. Okay, I'm gonna die here. These are all level 11 and 13 minions. If I'm gonna die, it can't be to a minion. It has to be to Bloodgrin the Impaler. And the best defense is a strong offense, or at least that's the only defense I've got. Where's Fiona? Fiona, you gotta help me out here, buddy. I hired you for a reason. Let the reason be love. I have 83 hit points. He's done it. This is genuinely not easy. I mean, by the standards of most ARPGs at level 11, this is a little trickier than I'm used to, I suppose. Oh, we have a double axe of thunder? Oh, there's thunder walking through my door. It is an increase in DPS because it does more damage. Don't know if you're new to video games. It's a one-handed axe. I'm going to take it. Sure. Didn't check the gun? I ain't bothered. I'm not going to check the gun. You check the gun. You can't. You have no power here. I'll check this. I'll check this gun. Okay. I'll check it. No mind wounds about. It's worse. Who knew? Can we get to pit level 2? I feel like we're really off the beaten track here. I feel like maybe we shouldn't be exploring these like little mini dungeons. But I kind of want to though. And we missed one treasure goblin. Be a shame to miss another. I want to complete side quests because they give devotion points, which can be very, very powerful. This might actually be better, by virtue of being two-handed. It is, but it requires 133 dexterity. We do not have that. I'm actually not gonna go to pit level 2. I'm gonna be completing all the side quests that I can. But I think these little mini dungeons are not helping us out really. But yeah, quests for sure. I mean, if you're not familiar with Grim Dawn, I'm going to show you some of the outer ring of. No, I'm going to show you some of the outer ring of these stats, and it's just good, man. Now, obviously, this is not something we want for our build, but you know, like 80% cold damage, 25% attack rating. These are huge DPS boosts. They're a huge defense and survivability boost as well. Devotion points are very, very powerful. And like an interesting way of leveling that you don't see very much in ARPGs. Like the devotion tree is really, really nice. I'm a big fan of how it works. It's like a Path of Exile's passive tree was just notable skills, like just the big beefy ones that you're always working towards. Like if it was just those, but you had less points, you know, that would be interesting. I still remember the first time. And I would have been 12, because I bought this game when it came out. I would have been 12, give or take, but I still remember loading up Final Fantasy X for the first time and being introduced to the sphere grid, and being like, I can be whatever I want to be. I can pick any of these skills that I want and build however I want to build. And being 12, I didn't really have an idea at the time that I was being so heavily railroaded into not being able to do that at all, but it gave me the illusion of choice, and I've been chasing that high ever since. Still a great game, by the way. Don't mean to impugn, one of those GN words. I don't mean to malign it at all. It's a great game, one of my favourite games of all time. I think we're actually just in the wrong place. I think the Tamo Highland is not where we want to be. The cathedral in the inner cloister, beneath what's left of the cathedral and the catacombs are in the inner cloister. Well, where's the cathedral, though, is what I'm looking for. I've got no reason to think it's in the Tamo Highland. I don't think I've got any. You know what? We're going to head back to town. We're going to look at the list of. Oh, we don't even have to. So there's no waypoint in the Tamo Highland, so we can't kind of metagame and see where it is relative to the outer cloister. We'll explore it a little bit. If there's no waypoint, it's probably going to be a smallish area. Then again, so was the Stony Field, and we still spent 25 minutes looking for cairnstones, so I'm not going to spend that long here, though. But if I don't find the catacombs here, we'll move on. We'll move back to the Black Marsh. I would like to find Andariel's lair this episode, though, right? That seems like it might be pretty cool. Although, again, looks like there's quite a few waypoints between here and the end of Act 1, so probably not going to happen. This is not a signpost. Gosh darn it! Still in the Tamo Highland, looking to be a larger place than I gave it credit for. We're going to follow the road. We're going to follow the road to its conclusion. If we don't find anything, we're heading back. These are Grim Dawn assets. Okay, this looks promising. I've said that several times. This has got to be it. This is it. He's done it. He's done it. Oh, I thought there was going to be a loading screen. I was going to surreptitiously check my phone that just went off. I can't not check my phone, man. It's got me into trouble at work before. It's not good. I think we're just going to pop the mastery belt. Well, what's this? Your melee weapons don't care. There's nothing else I can pick up without starting back here. This is mana regen. Do we want to rush to Meteor? I mean, the answer is very, super obviously yes. It's going to take us another 4 levels to get there. But I think rushing it's going to be fine. This is creepy, though. This is like really good. This is really atmospheric. I'm ruining it by babbling, but I love it. It's genuinely really nice. And I don't know how much of this is original Diablo 2 assets, and how much of it's Grim Dawn assets, but it's lovely. I really wish that the creators of this mod could accept donations. Because I would absolutely pay for it in a heartbeat. Obviously it gets them in legal trouble because they're using Diablo 2's assets. They can't really make money off it, I get it, but I would absolutely pay for it. Yeah. But it's just so clearly a labour of love, you know? I have all the respect in the world for that. We're going to try and head through the monastery gates to the outer cloister, where we currently are. I knew that. I know things. I read text, English, words. Words are my first language, and I read them excellently. Actually, sarcasm's my first language. It's fluent, actually. God, I hate those people I used to be one. It's terrible. They have nothing of value to offer this world. Can we not go through here? I feel like we don't want to go through here. This is a menacing portcullis. I've played enough D&D, I've run enough D&D to know you never go through a portcullis without checking what's behind it. Got my players with that just the other night. Unfortunately, kind of locked 2 characters out of a very important session-long combat, but hey, I'm not the one who didn't pack damage. Oh. I don't think we can get through that. What the fuck? Something strange just happened, and the projectile just flew straight towards the camera. If you missed it. What are you? You're a healing potion. You are a Shrine of Mage. So this is just a random shrine effect, right? Because in the past this has spawned enemies to attack us. Yeah. Right now it's just giving us kind of unlimited mana regen. A one-handed scepter. Oh, yeah, but 16% elemental resistance. That's 16% to fire, cold, and lightning resistances. We would also like to see an increase to our area of effect. Might be cool. I'm still looking kind of half-heartedly at this point for a way to give ourselves like an ignite effect, like a damage over time burn to our fireball. Sorry. Would be really lovely to find. I'm a big sucker for that kind of thing. But well, there's a waypoint. I missed the waypoint, dude. Is it like right here though? Is the thing? This is the outer cloister. We're looking for jail level 1. I feel like at some point we're going to like be captured and thrown in jail. It's not normally something ARPGs do, but maybe this game came out 21 years ago, so who knows? It's very possible. These places all look the same. Maybe one of them, like randomly chosen, is the entrance. I genuinely don't know if Diablo 2 was procedurally generated in any way. Heart-piercing tarnished great axe. What better way to inflict a mind wound? Okay, let's do it. 22 increased damage. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything for us except for just straight up weapon damage, which is a quite important part of our fireball damage. So you hereby have my permission too. In the comments, tell me whether Diablo 2 is procedurally generated, because I'm going to forget to look it up, and I'm going to ask the same question in the next episode, which is going to be recorded before the first episode goes up, so it's going to take a little while before you catch up with me here. Again, I thought it was best to record a few all at once, especially since this is the first I'm going to have uploaded in a while. Just so I can schedule them and have some content for you all right out of the gate. Gonna murder them? They got murdered? We're clairvoyant here. We knew exactly what was going to happen. We're in the barracks. So the barracks near the jail, that seems like one of those things that you see in games like all the time. The barracks being right next to the jail, that doesn't actually make sense in a realistic standpoint. Although I suppose they're both going to need like easy access to kitchens that might be nearby. We've got to find a kitchen. Without a kitchen, this place doesn't make sense. Black Growler the Mauler, who are you in life, man? You don't appear to be alive. No one calls themselves that if they're alive. That's a name that your neighborhood lich gave to you. We have an offhand. We're using a two-handed axe. Sure. So we don't have an offhand. We want to keep using. The difference is so small. I saw plus 22% damage, just went for it. But actually that's like a 1.6% difference. So we're just going to take the one-handed scepter. It should give you a percentage change in sheet DPS. I get that kind of thing is kind of it's easy to rely on and not necessarily the greatest idea to rely on, but would be nice to see at least at a glance. I completely got completely just mind flooded by plus 22 DPS. Holy shit, dude! So good, so good. I am stuttering a little bit here. Should check how my CPU's doing. I'm not going to do it mid-episode, but I'll test it out a little bit after this episode, I think. My CPU's like pretty good. I mean, it was fairly expensive like 4 years ago. Maybe time for an upgrade? Probably not. Got a lot of shit to save up for, man. I'm getting married next year. Turns out, those things, pretty fucking expensive. You gotta like pay to feed everyone, like a fancy meal. You don't have to, but it's kind of expected that you do, at least in the UK. We're gonna fight the Smith. You have to fight a Smith. It's always one of the first bosses is like an undead blacksmith. Like in Path of Exile, it's the very first boss you fight. His name is Hillock. He's in the first zone, and he is the blacksmith of somewhere. I never looked into the deep lore of Hillock. We're gonna just face tank him though. It's pretty good. We got Iratha's Cord, a set item. What's the set? Generic defense, dexterity, movement speed, and resistances. Plus 3% maximum all resistances. Thing is, it's so low level, you're not really going to hit the resist cap. Or at least, there's no point hitting the resist cap. Oh shit. That low level. Oh, but I'm reading too much into it. I'm gonna take it. I do think it's close. Does it change our DPS at all? We don't know. It will be available in 3 levels. Well, that's okay. So I generally like to have, this is all my trash gear, and this is gear that I actually want to equip at some point, but we need to go back and sell some of our stuff, or just change some of our stuff. Maybe stash it? I'm not going to stash too much of it. Is a Haradric Malus? We completed a quest, so I guess I'll take it. Go back to the rogue encampment, sell some of our stuff, hand in that quest, get a devotion point, and then pick our next devotion. To Carsi or Charsi. I'm gonna call her Carsi, feels better to say. But we also want to sell some of our stuff. Can we sell it to Warriv? Greetings. No, I'm good. Deckard came? Stay a while and listen. No, I'm good, mate. No, I understand that that's an iconic line. It's the only line anyone knows from the Diablo series, but it is iconic, and I appreciate it. So I'm gonna just sell all of these crappy items. Sure, and then I'm going to stash my components. Turn in the quest, man. Looking forward to picking a new devotion. Devotions are one of my favourite parts of Grim Dawn, if I didn't mention that before. I am big fan of the devotion system. Because, okay, so you can min-max it. Like, of course, it's been min-maxed. The year is current year, but it's difficult to min-max, and it's a pain in the arse. So I'm okay with it being a pain in the arse for people to min-max, because I'm not a big fan of min-maxing. I'm just going to dump this stuff. Can you tell I don't like min-maxing? I'm not a big fan of min-maxing. For me personally, if people derive enjoyment from it, cool. I do not. And I'm okay with min-maxers' lives being made significantly worse. I think they should be put in a gulag. That's obviously not true. I don't even really know what a gulag is, or how it's different from like a regular kind of like a prison. It's like a prison / concentration camp. I'm aware it has Stalinist connotations. I'm not really up on my history, if I'm honest. And you know what? Maybe it's best that we keep it that way. Where are you, Carsey? You've got to stop me talking about Stalin on episode 3 of the first Let's Play I've done in 3 years, okay? You've got to stop me. You save me from this tangent I've become. She's in the rogue encampment. Am I going mad here? Is she here? It's a mirror of deceptions. Changes our appearance, right? Yeah, it's a transmog. Kind of dealio going on. This is Akara. Can I ask Akara where Carsey is? No. Buddy, can we? Oh, she's up here. How did we miss her? You're Carsey, sure. Yeah, I guess because the question mark icon was grayed out, I assumed we hadn't completed it. When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Heraldric Malus, my enchanted smithing card. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen your equipment. Yeah, no, sure, I've got you, buddy. I'll now imbue one of your items with magical powers? Did it take that from us and just give us a random set item? Didn't take anything we had equipped. It's worse, unfortunately, but we are going to stash it in case we need... What's Kiverb's? Stiverb's? Stiverb's blessing? I don't know. Are we going to find out? No, almost certainly not. I can't think of any circumstances, really, in which we would. Can we... Spend 2 gold. Yeah, I think we're fine. So this is going to be for equipment. Shift click? Yeah. What's the next one out of interest? The first one was 2 gold. The next one is 3 gold. This is very clearly, it's just given us... Okay, so very clearly the mod has just given us essentially a free stash forever. I respect that a lot. Alright, where are we heading to? So we can head back to our old waypoint, our portal. Okay. So, let's get our sensible face on. Where are we heading to? Down here. Go to the jail level 1. The jail is right next to the barracks, so that the soldiers also double as guards in case there's a prison break. I got it, dude! Nailed it. Nailed it. Conjugation. I love to conjugate it. Okay. A little bit of fuckery with the camera there, that's fine. Crit, we're a crit build, we're a crit build. Our crits did almost no more damage. I think that's the case in Grim Dawn, right? Your crits do very little extra damage by default. Excuse me? 0% extra damage? Is that true? That seems like a weird baseline. Okay. Sure, I mean, I'm not going to worry too much about it. That seems strange as a baseline. I feel like there's something I'm missing there. Attack rating, so our chance to crit is 7%. Says it increases the chance of scoring critical hits and the damage of critical hits. Okay. So I don't know what the damage of our crits is, bonus-wise. Presumably we don't have enough attack rating to increase it any. Like maybe it only starts increasing your crit damage above a certain point. I don't know. Again, seems like a weird way for it to work, but is a 21-year-old game recreated in a, I want to say, 7-year-old game? Grim Dawn 2014, right? Like it gives you the copyright message every time you load the game up. 7 years? I'm sure it's 2014. Well, we're level 13, so really that's the only thing that matters to me. It's the only thing that's ever mattered to me since we hit level 12. Just going to pump the mastery bar a little bit more. Lovely. Oh, we got a devotion point as well, right? We must have done. We did. Ooh. We might want to be quick about this. So I am going to have a quick look at where we want to go. Acclaim's Lantern seems like it might be fire damage. It is not. Sick. I'm just gonna take a quick look at these. Oh, Oswin's Torch, right? Crit damage, movement speed, fire damage, burn damage. Meteor Shower? I think I might be sold. I think I might be sold on this. It's a 30% chance every time we attack, so... And it does burn damage. Ooh. We might just go... I think we want to take Eldritch and Chaos anyway. Like, it seems like a pretty good combo here. Raven? Intelligence, attack rating, attack rating, attack rating is pretty generic. Right, Bat. Bat is generally like okay, I think. No, doesn't do a whole lot for us. What about Hawk? Attack rating, crit damage, 8% crit damage? It's not bad, actually. Quill. Elemental damage, magic resistance, health and mana, elemental damage. Gives us, what even are you? Eldritch? No, Ascendant. Yeah, kind of air, though, is the thing. We could take the Chaos Crossroads and go for something like the Witchblade, he says, just picking literally the first thing he sees. It is fire damage. Eldritch Fire could be good. Ghoul is just lots of health, right? Health regen. Fiend, fire and chaos damage? Fire and chaos damage, he's remembered some things. We could take Fiend. It gives us Eldritch and Chaos. It's not amazing. Dismual's Bonds we may want at some point. Probably not, though. Sorry, this shit's really important. We can undo it, but I'd kind of rather get it right the first time. Yeah, what, 100% burn damage? I think I do want 111 burn damage over 3 seconds, so we have stuff that increases our fire and burn damage. We can just grab that, and it will give us burn damage on all of our attacks. Yeah, I think I'm going to rush to Magi, which means we want more Eldritch. Is there anything else which gives us 5 Eldritches? Probably not. There is Fox. Stats: bleeding damage, bleeding damage, bleeding damage. Raven? Raven's pretty generic. I think I'm gonna take Raven. Because it gives us that 5 Eldritch, and that gives us access to Magi, and then the world is our oyster, right? I did read that correctly, right? I'm just double checking here. Yeah, you're incorrect. You're a different lad. Yeah, requires 10, gives us 3, not the other way around. Yeah, why would it be the other way around? That would be ridiculous. Think before you speak or suffer by your words. So, I find, and this is a level of introspection that I'm not happy with. I find that I always sing badly in public to mask the fact that I can't sing when I'm trying to. And I think that reflects an unhealthy mentality that almost everyone shares. I could try and sing well, but that would run the risk of being treated earnestly and with contempt. Which I'm used to. So hey, that was meant to be self-deprecating. Just came off a little whiny. I'm generally treated pretty well by my peers, I think. Are we heading down here? Can we flame dash down here? Can we blink? Can we misty step? We cannot. Maybe later though. We are a sorceress. Why did they make jail so gosh darn confusing? And why are all the cages unlocked? There's clearly like a big threat down here. What's happened here? Dark ones? Tainted? I mean, I wouldn't want to come down here and lock up after dark, you know? It's Mind Wound the Howler again. He's returned to take his revenge. It looks like he's going to succeed, dude. Fiona, get in here. Mind Wound, you can't do this to me, man. We had a bond. We had a bond. You were my first video title. We've been defeated. By none other than the main antagonist of this series itself. You know what? Grim Dawn Strats 101. If you're going anywhere dangerous, you slap down a portal before you head to the dangerous area, man. Never mind. I don't think it was that far, actually. No, not at all. So in Grim Dawn, when you die, you lose a little bit of experience, but you can reclaim most of it if you head back to your grave reasonably quickly. Speedrun strat. So we need to look at our survivability quite seriously here, because we can't face tank. It might be time to take a level in Oathkeeper quite soon. I think we're gonna grab Meteor, and I think at that point we're gonna respec, take points out of Fire Blast, and then spec into Oathkeeper. Grab like Vire's Might, some health, some general durability. That's our grave. 156 experience. Where are you, Mind Wound? Come on. Don't give me that shit. He's here. He's here. He's regenerating health. Okay. That felt good. That felt pretty good. Getting my level M dubs. Shrewd Platinum Band. Yeah, we don't have another ring, so we might as well take it in the interim. In the interim? He said, very strangely. There's a couple of accents I can do. I find that playing D&D is a great way to learn to do accents, especially if you're a DM, because your players will expect it. They're wrong to, but they will. And so you have to learn how to do at least a passable Russian accent. If you live in the United Kingdom, this passes for a Russian accent. If you want to play Curse of Strahd, you know? I'm really alienating the non-D&D crowd here, but hey, it's my channel is the thing. You should probably try and stay on topic a little bit. So is this the way? Amarillo? There's a crumbling wall. Do use for a pillow? No, it rhymes. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about my impromptu lyrics. We can't get through here. See this little icon here? That's a door in my lizard brain that says door. You know. There's an entrance somewhere here, so we should probably check that out. Okay, disregard. Tank here. This is such a maze, man. I should be used to this in ARPGs by now. To go to jail level 2. Bonk. Oh. I did know that. Thank you, Reign of Terror. I did know that. Unfortunately, all of my strongest fireballs were not enough to subdue him. Okay. We heading down here. I want Ice Nova. I could probably get it if I wanted to. Just want to get some DPS in. We're going to drop a portal. He's done it. He's learned from his mistakes. This is Dread Growl of the Hungry. I've fought this guy so many... I'm dead. I'm not dead. I've fought this guy so many times. I'm dead, dude. Did you see that? That was insane. Apparently he not only cut off my health, but also eradicated the remaining healing of my healing potion. Is that a thing they can do? Dread Growl of the Hungry is just a demon, dude. Fiona, you're late, dude. Late to your shift. You get no share of the polished emeralds. You may not take the sheltering silver amulet of meditation. I don't think I can give them equipment. I'm not a fan of that kind of mechanic where you, in games where you have minions and you can equip them with stuff. It just always seems like so much more trouble than it's worth. We're gonna take that amulet for ourselves though. For the truly mammoth amount of cold resistance. Thank you for throwing fireballs at me. Just capped my cold resistance. Capped? 75% the cap? Yeah. I think 75% is the soft cap, but you can raise it to like 80 with items and gear and stuff and passive points, for want of a better word, like devotion stats. Viper Shifter the Witch, you mean business? What's witchy about you, man? You're a big demon lad with horns who's hitting me with a big axe. My first thought is not witch. You're not like a hag who lives alone in the forest and kidnaps children. You're just a big lad with an axe who apparently is deflecting my fireballs. Maybe you have some magic resistance? Seems like it would be a reasonable assumption. Not doing much Viper shifting. Oh, we got a Berserker's Cowl. We kind of very much already had one. Thank you. Royal Jelly Essence, I'll take it. The blueprint for the Adept Circlets, the Searing Ember. Apologies to any Scousers in the audience. I have nothing but the greatest respect for your culture. I cannot do your accent, but I'm really trying. What we can do is a West Country accent. A lot of people think they can do a West Country accent better than me. They're not even from the West Country. Now, I have lost my natural accent over time, but I can sort of do it on demand. A lot of people overdo it. We don't all sound like this. Some of us do. I thankfully have never counted myself among them. When the farmer is sus. Okay. Oh god, it's just stream of consciousness at this point. You have to save me. Kill me. Kill me. Thank you. Alright, I feel like I've got the rhythm down now. Kind of kiting them, kind of moving away a little bit. We're kiting and dodging. We're ducking, we're weaving. We're taking hits like nobody's business. Alright. I think... Therefore I am.
Oh, you wouldn't know. That was Plato. Do you even read?
Go to the inner cloister. We'll go to the inner cloister. I'm losing my mind here. I don't know if you can tell. We'll go to the inner cloister. We'll attempt to find Andariel's lair. I think at this point, actually, it's getting on a bit. We may find Andariel's lair in the next episode. Oh shit! Where are we going? Well, I need to find a waypoint. It's here. Okay. Mostly because I'm just gonna die. Okay. We're here, right. Okay, we're here. We grabbed a waypoint. I'm going to kill these guys. Thank you guys for sticking with me through that. I do appreciate it. I'll see you next time.